So, what's the schedule? Just something?
Yeah, you can sing whichever bhajans and or Hare Krishna. You can sing some bhajans, let us know.
Okay, just keep it simple. I'm glad everyone knows all the words. Just keep it simple. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya
Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachari Shunyavani Aschapyani Shavani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachari So, is there anyone here who is not familiar with this term Panchatattva? Anyone here for first time, second time? They're new to this Sangha. They've not heard about the Panchatattva. Some. So, just to share, I was thinking, you know how they have like 7 habits of highly effective people, right? Everything's like numbers and like you can remember, it sticks, like 3 steps to, whatever. So I was thinking, Panchatattva, it means the 5 truths, right? So why 5 realities? Why would it, here we are in Kali Yuga, Prabhupada has given us this tradition. How can I express something of value about these 5 personalities in a way that's using the modern language of like a number and a function, right? Like it's very practical. How can I share something about Panchatattva that's practical? So I was thinking about this for the last few years. And here's just one idea. Okay, so for us, the Panchatattva, obviously many of you already know this, I'm speaking this kind of like sharing what we all know. Panchatattva is very important for us because the Panchatattva are basically the root or the tree that we are all connected to. And that this practice of what's considered, especially in the Vaishnava traditions, to be the Yuga Dharma, the Sankirtan, the Lord's holy names, going all the way back to the Kali Santarana Upanishad, these are conversations between Brahma and Narada, that in this age of Kali, this is the Dharma, right? Previous ages, it was other things, meditation, Satya Yuga, then fire sacrifice in Treta Yuga. It's described in Ramayana how Lord Ram always carried with him a sacred fire. You know this? He always had some flame. It's kind of a fascinating thing people don't talk about very much. But especially when he was in Ayodhya, there was always a flame that was Ram's flame that he kept kindled, like his yajna flame, his own yajna flame. Very fascinating thing. Dwapara Yuga, temple worship, this beautiful temple worship, elaborate, offering all the best things to the Lord. But in Kali Yuga, it's Nam Sankirtan. Everything at this time, we have to do it quickly and efficiently. No one has any patience, no one has any attention. And so all yajnas are spoiled. Right? All deity worship is spoiled. For example, if you take milk from a cow that is being slaughtered, how can that milk be used in deity worship? That's Kali Yuga. In this country, it's almost impossible to get milk that's not from a cow that will be slaughtered. It's horrible, but it's a fact. So you could argue that according to Ayurveda, that milk is poison. It's not, the 5 amrits. It's poison because it's coming from a cow that will be slaughtered. So you could make up this argument. Everything is spoiled in Kali Yuga. Even if we try our absolute best, I'm coming from a funeral. I'm coming from, so I showered, but I shouldn't be coming into a sangha, right? According to the tradition of purity and all these things, we have no time for this. Everyone's too busy. So, Nam Sankirtan, this is always the yajna, but especially in Kali Yuga. So this comes from Lord Chaitanya and his 4 closest friends. They really established this in the world. One fascinating thing for me is I've become a bit of a historian. I love learning about history and tying history to what Prabhupada taught us, because Srila Prabhupada was an amazingly intelligent person. We actually don't recognize. Sometimes we think of him as a sadhu or a saintly person or some empowered guru. But Prabhupada was, even materially, he was a great high achiever, went to high schools, was in the highest society is by learning, by intelligence. His upperclassmen, Subhash Chandra Bose. These are the heroes of India. This is Prabhupada's own schoolmates, So Prabhupada is an amazingly intelligent person, but sometimes we think he's just speaking in a religious hyperbole to make his point. But it's actually not true. So one thing, for example, we hear about Nadia, this place of Lord Chaitanya as being a place of high learning, very important. One thing I recently found out, which I find quite fascinating historically, the Mughal Empire got all its wealth from basically 2 places. The looms of Orissa and Bengal. Historically. They agree with this, because those fabrics were being sold all over the world. At that time, India was creating 25% of the GDP of the whole globe. You must be aware of this figure. By the time the British left, it was some minuscule amount. Single-digit percentages. That's how much they stole from India. 25% of the GDP. There's even writings of these Roman historians complaining, so much of our money is going to India. Our women have become too attached to these fine cloths from India. It's complaining. So much that India was, so these places, Orissa and Bengal, were so you could kind of say the treasury of the Mughal Empire. And that, of course, came from before the Mughals. That was going on before the Mughals. So this is the area that Lord Chaitanya comes up in. Now we think of Bengal as a backwater because, our understanding of the world has changed. But it was because of Bengal and Orissa that the Mughal Empire was so wealthy. The stones that decorated the peacock throne. They were purchased with the well verse and well, it was amazing. It was interesting. So if we see Bengal verse at that time in that way, kind of like King Cotton. They talk about the South during slavery. Cotton was ruling the world. It was like that in Bengal verse before the British allowed famine and all this craziness, that, profit-driven insanity. So Lord Chaitanya comes up in this time where these regions are considered vastly important, and also, as wealth grows, people's pride grows and their attitudes grow. And so at the time of Lord Chaitanya, Chaitanya Bhagavad talks about this. People have completely kind of lost their sense of direction. And so Mahaprabhu comes in this place and he just establishes, never mind everything else, just Namaskar. So I like sometimes to chant the Panchatattva Mahamantra in a way that allows us to connect with these personalities. So how can we express 5 truths? This is just one idea, okay? Number 5, Shrivas. A community, so this is what he embodies in my meditation. Okay, these are divine personalities, they embody so many things. But what can we take from Srivas Thakur's life? To have a community built on faith, a community of faith, gathered like you guys are doing. Creating community built on the structures of faith and camaraderie and all these things, right? Number 4, Gadadhar. Gadadhar Pandit is sometimes described as the expression of the glow or the effulgence of Sri Radha herself. And so I imagine him as a heart on fire with love for God. So we may not be able to do that in our everyday lives, but to aspire that, like Gadadhar Pandit, our hearts should be always glowing with our attraction to God. So Srivas Thakur's home was the hub of the community. His brothers, they had a family home, and they would do everything to facilitate the devotees there. In fact, the Sankirtan movement kind of incubated there. And the Kirtans became so amazing that finally they had to open the gates and let them out. Right? So this is what happens when you have a community built on faith. Right? Amazing things. What's that famous quote? Don't think that a few, someone help me, don't think that a few concerned citizens can't change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has. You ever heard that before? The idea is that actually things happen person to person. This is how actually anything happens in the world. Don't think a group of a few concerned citizens can't change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has. Srivas Thakur's home. And Gadadhar Pandit, it's said that Gadadhar Pandit was so soft and so sweet that in the early days when Lord Chaitanya was kind of pretending to be a big scholar filled with pride, Gadadhar was so sweet and soft that when he saw Sri Chaitanya coming down the road, he would just go to the opposite side of the street so he didn't have to deal with Mahaprabhu. Because he didn't have the intensity. Like Mahaprabhu was so intense and like he was playing the role of this big scholar. And so Gadadhar would hide. He'd see Lord Chaitanya come down the street and he would just hide. Oh, he doesn't see me. But in the end of their lives on this earth, Mahaprabhu would visit him every day at Tota Gopinath temple. And he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam in his own hand for Gadadhar Pandit to read, because Gadadhar Pandit would weep when he read Bhagavatam and the ink would run. So he always needed a new, every so often he needed a new Bhagavatam. Mahaprabhu wrote himself. Heart on fire with love for God, Gadadhar, number 4. Number 3, Advaita. The power of prayer. You know the story of Advaita Acharya? That actually they say that according to the Yuga cycles, right? In India, time is not linear, right? It's cyclical, right? my son is doing this philosophy, history of religions and philosophy class. And it's interesting because their professor, his teacher asked him, like, do you have free will according to the Bhagavad Gita, or is it predestined? This is their studying in their class. And the interesting thing is, if time is cyclical, we've already been through this cycle. We've been here, so do you have free will? Like, it's an interesting question according to the Torah. What was your answer?
We do.
Explain more.
We have free will, but Krishna has said in the Bhagavad Gita, he knows what's going to happen, but he's still giving the choice to us to make decisions on our own path.
So, the Lord wasn't supposed to come at this time, but because Advaita Acharya cried, please, he just looked at the world and he thought, these people have completely lost their way, and without you personally coming, there's no hope. So please, it said to water the Ganga, Tulsi, and worshiping Shalagram, and he would cry, he would weep, and because of that, the Lord came. So the power of prayer, exemplified by Advaita Acharya, power of prayer. Number 2, Nityananda Prabhu was fearless love for all. It said there is no place Lord Nityananda would not go to carry the message of love. Doesn't matter what anyone did or anyone said. Fearless for his own life, fearless for anyone. Fearless love for all. Number 2. And number 1, so these are my meditation on these 5 truths, 5 punches, something practical, right? So number 1, Lord Chaitanya. What can we say about Lord Chaitanya? One thing. But one thing that I think Lord Chaitanya expresses in Shikshastakam, and one thing he showed in his own life, is the transformative power of humility. Right? So many times Mahaprabhu's humility transforms the situation. And he speaks about it so nicely in Shikshastakam. So the Lord coming as a devotee, that's also showing great humility. And then, giving the name to everyone. So these are just some thoughts. So as we sing their names together, let's remember that the name and the Lord are not different from each other. So let's meet the Panchatattva. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Imagine if they walked in the door right now. Here they are. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya of the mantra mean? Someone tell me, what does it mean? Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Gopi, what does it mean? Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Take a second, you can ask your dad too. What does it mean? Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. What does Jai mean? Oh, good. What does Gaura mean? What does Bhakta mean? Devotees. So all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, Jai Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. And the beautiful thing about this, when we chant this, is we are included. So we may not say Jai to ourselves, but we can say Jai to ourselves that we get to be included. And that's also nice. So we're in the Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So at least for everyone else, you can say Jai. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Gaura Shri But through the name of these devotees and the Lord Chaitanya, we can intimately meet them, right? So as we chant this one more time, think about that we're intimately associating with the Lord through His name. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Together. Shri Ready? Okay, please give a welcome to my wife, Vrindarani. So this song is written by Vasudev Ghosh. Vasudev Ghosh was one of the Kirtaniyas of Lord Chaitanya. He was there in Kirtan with Mahaprabhu, saw him dance with him himself. And he says, Jai Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. Sing with me. Jai Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. This Gauranga, he is Krishna. He is Jagannath. This sadhu seems like a sadhu. He's actually come at this time. Jai Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. All glories to the son of Jagannath Mishra and the Sachi Devi. The whole three worlds are taking shelter in his lotus feet. On the hill of Nilachala, he holds the Shankha and Chakra, the conch shell, and the discus of Lord Vishnu. And in the villages of Nadia, he's holding the staff of a sannyasi and a water pot for begging and for washing. This is the same Lord. Jaya Jaya Jagannatha Sachidananda Tribhuvane Koreja Sharanavandana Jaya Jaya Jagannatha Sachidananda So Vrinda is a project manager, a BA. She's worked in technology for the last 10 years. And she's looking for a job. So if you want Bharatnatyam in your BA program, you can hire Vrinda. She'll bring Bhakti into your BA Sangha. Bhakti Associates. Jaya Jaya Jagannatha Sachidananda Shri Bhuvane Koreja Sharanavandana नीलाचले शंखा चक्र गदा And in Goloka Vrindavan, he's showing the highest leelas of love with his purest devotees. In the mood of Sri Radha, he has come in his golden avatar, his golden descent, to spread the mood of Sri Radha, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Keho bole purare Ravana vadila. Keho bole purare Ravana vadila. Goro ke vaibha He's begging, oh brothers, oh sisters, please take notice. This is a very special time. This one who is Gauranga, he is Radha and Krishna in one form. Krishna in the mood and the complexion of Sri Radha. This Gaura, he is Krishna and he is Jagannath. Vasudeva Krishna Korichoda Vasudeva
Thank you, Rinda. Thank you so
It's
much.
so much fun to tease Rinda. I always know Rinda's very upset at me when she begins to do Bharatanatyam. How are we doing for time?
Can we have one Hindi bhajan if you don't mind?
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Make sure I have the words handy in case I forget some of them. Contrary to some opinion, I do not speak Hindi.
Oh, the one that you just made, the CD? Oh my God. Yeah.
You know how hard the Madhavas have to beat me?
Really?
Okay, let's see. So this is a song written by my friends, the Madhavas Rock Band. They wrote this themselves, very beautiful bhajan. And it's something to be understood with the heart of a devotee. It's like a riddle, actually. Because if you try and understand it from a critical place, you'll just become confused. It's a simple Braj style meditation on gratitude for the holy name. If you try and get too critical or analytical, you'll just turn yourself into a knot. Maybe that's part of the message of the song. Don't do that. If Krishna is pleased, he gives us the gift of his name. Right? And if one is able to take the name of Krishna, if one is able to take the name of Hari, then that is proof of Krishna's grace. Only if Krishna blesses me will I be able to take the name of Krishna. If I'm able to take the name of Krishna, if I'm able to take the name of Hari, then I understand that it is only by Krishna's grace. What do we know about those suffering in this world? Do we know what real kindness is? Everyone's attention is fixed on this world, and the best of what it has to offer, the glittering and glistening of this world. We won't be able to take it with us. The only thing we can carry forward from here, which will have any value later, is the grace of Krishna. Broken hearts, broken dreams. Why are we chasing after them? What we call love is an illusion. Why are we living in this darkness? We will not be able to take these worldly relationships with us. Let's establish a relationship with our beloved Thakurji. Take the dust from his feet. This is an astonishing blessing. Please forgive me if I make any mistakes. I always make some mistakes. Hari, 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 Hari. Hari Naam, Krishna कृष्ण कृपा हो तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। कृष्ण कृपा हो तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। कृष्ण कृपा हो तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। कृष्ण कृपा हो तभी अगर कृष्ण का नाम ले सको, हरि का नाम ले सको, तो समझो कृष्ण कृपा है। कृष्ण कृपा तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। Everyone, कृष्ण कृपा तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। जग के भोगी क्या जाने क्या है असली कृपा। दुनिया की जगमग जगमग में उनका सारा ध्यान टिका। दुनिया की जगमग जगमग में उनका सारा ध्यान टिका। दुनिया की जगमग दुनिया की जगमग में ये जगमग दुनिया की साथ लेकर न जा सकोगे। जगमग दुनिया की साथ लेकर न जा सकोगे। जो संग यहाँ से जाएगा, जो आगे काम आएगा, वो तो बस कृष्ण कृपा है। वो तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। कृष्ण कृपा हो तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। ये जगमग दुनिया की साथ लेकर न जा सकोगे। जो संग यहाँ से जाएगा, वो आगे काम आएगा, वो तो बस कृष्ण कृपा है। कृष्ण कृपा हो तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। Everyone. कृष्ण कृपा हो तभी कृष्ण का नाम ले सकोगे। कृष्ण नाम हरि नाम together। कृष्ण नाम हरि नाम। कृष्ण नाम हरि नाम। कृष्ण दिल टूटा टूटे सपने, सपनों के पीछे भागे क्यों। दिल टूटा टूटे सपने, सपनों के पीछे भागे क्यों। सपनों के पीछे भागे क्यों। सपनों के पीछे भागे क्यों। प्यार कहे जिसे तू वो भरम है, अंधियारे में जागे क्यों। प्यार कहे जिसे तू वो भरम है, अंधियारे में जागे क्यों। रिश्ते दुनिया के साथ लेकर न जा सकोगे। रिश्ते दुनिया के साथ लेकर न जा सकोगे। Krishna ka naam le sakoge. Together. Krishna kripa hota hi. Krishna ka naam le sakoge. Thakur ji se Krishna jur jaye. Yogi nur mil jaye. Bahi to kasne paaye. Krishna kripa hota hi. Krishna ka naam le sakoge.
Gauravani Prabhu ki Jai! Vrindarani Mataji ki Jai! Kirtan Prabhu ki Jai! Very good. Thank you so much.
जय
All thanks to Ratnesh and Ankita, who have invited all of us to chant the holy name with one of our leading, famous singers of ISKCON, entire community of ISKCON.
Yeah.
And we are so fortunate to have you, Gauravani and Vrindarani. And that was so beautiful, the dance you did. Thank you so much.
I saw a video this morning from with you and Sonu Nigam, and I was thinking how lucky that Sonu Nigam guy is.
There's a funny story. Can I tell you a quick story? What are we doing? Are we adjusting for prasad?
Yes.
So I was thinking, like, all of you are so qualified by practice, by birth, by age. Like, I'm like, why am I a special guest here? I was thinking like this, and I thought of two funny things I'd like to share. One, Srila Prabhupada used to say that our job is just to be a postman. You ever heard Prabhupada say this? The postman may be bringing the Christmas presents, but he doesn't try and take credit for buying the Christmas presents, right? He's just doing his job. I'm just the postman, I'm delivering the Christmas presents, right? Just delivering. So he's not filled with ego, he just does his job. So I was thinking about that, and there's a funny story. When my parents my mother and father both disciples of Srila Prabhupada, and when they first went to Bengal, Prabhupada sent them to Bengal to study how to make sculptures. Prabhupada wanted them to make sculptures of Krishna Leela and everything, and they did. If you ever go to the Los Angeles Temple, there's a beautiful museum there, Bhagavad Gita Museum, that my parents helped make with other devotees. So anyway, they were in Bengal in 1972, 71, 72. Not so many, wasn't so, they just were out in the villages and there wasn't so much. So they were in this one village and everyone said, you should come for the Kirtan. So they came and they were waiting in this house and everyone's just waiting. The harmonium is there. There's no one leading Kirtan. They're waiting. And my parents are asking, who are we waiting for? And the people didn't speak so much English, but everyone was saying, postman. Postman. Waiting for postman. Postman. Why are we waiting for the postman? And literally a guy came in a postal outfit. He was the postman of the village, but he was also a wonderful Kirtaniya. So he put on his hat, put his bag down, and led this wonderful Kirtan. So he was the postman. So in that sense, we're a village. This is Prabhupada's village, and I'm not qualified to be in a seat of honor or anything like that. I'm just a postman. Kirtan, the postman. One time, sometimes Srila Prabhupada would be like a thunderbolt to help his disciples to be clear-headed. And one time, Prabhupada told his disciples, you have no qualification. Whatever qualification you have, I have given you. Prabhupada speaking very bluntly like that, right? If you look externally, what is the qualification that they become devotees of Radha and Krishna? So whatever qualification you have, I have given you to this qualification, right? So in that sense, my family and I are grateful to be. I mean, we've known you for so many years. We've been serving this community for so many years. You've watched us grow up as kids. I watched your son grow up, and we're all in this bound up together by Prabhupada's grace. So please no one mistake that I think that I'm some sort of elevated soul. I'm just a postman coming to do Kirtan for the village Kirtan. Thank you to my son Kirtan Singh for playing the danga. Thank you to Vrindarani. Thank you for inviting us.